Hi guys, welcome to a new three count with Gino. It's Raw from Brussels, and it's gonna be the first time we hear from John Cena since he turned heel. And can I be honest with you guys right away? What do you want to talk about? I know a lot of people are indifferent about what happened. A lot of people expect it to be something different than what happened. I fucking loved exactly what happened with this promo. Um, I'm not gonna do any justice by talking about it, but the way he talked about like everyone almost everyone that talks about blaming the fans for them being a bad guy turning and all this other bullshit. I like how Cena just comes out straight up and says, I'm not a heel, I'm not a baby face, I'm a human. And you guys took advantage of me. You rode my coattails. Like I said, I'm not going to do it justice by talking about his promo. This might have been John Cena's best ever promo ever, period, no matter what. And if you could see the times coming before this, that Cena was turning heel, that being not even the Royal Rumble, and not the press conference of the Royal Rumble, but I think a few months even before that, like when he went on that losing streak and he kept talking about how he was losing and that fans are enjoying watching him lose. And he even lost the Theory at WrestleMania, so and not many people lose the Theory. Um, that being said, hook it to my veins. I am ready for this Cena ride. Next week from Glasgow, Scotland, we're getting Cena versus Cody Rhodes 2. Um, pretty much Cody Rhodes just came out, called him a whining little bitch and left. So I think Cena's the crowd just, and also I want to say this: Europe, give yourselves a hand. 2 for 2. SmackDown now Raw. The crowds are absolutely amazing. This crowd was just absolutely giving it to Cena. Cena even talked about the crowd, and half of us said, "Let's go Cena." The other half would die Cena, die, or boo Cena, boo, or let die Cena, or fuck you Cena. And like legitimately was screaming "fuck you Cena" half the crowd. So Netflix tried to edit it out, but it was a little too late catching on to it. But John Cena instantly just got Dominic Mysterio heat. The second his music hit, was just straight booze out the building. Nobody said anything. Even Michael Cole sold it perfectly, and just I've been waiting over 20 years for this. Over 20 years for John Cena to become a heel because he was a heel a little bit when he first came. He even mentions that he's like, I was this, and then I tried to change to make you guys happy. That was not good. And then I did this to make you guys happy. Now this. And this, like I'm just the way I'm describing it, not gonna do the promo justice. You guys have to go check it out for yourself. In fucking incredible. If you got about 30 minutes out of your day just to watch that, now watch the rest of Raw. I don't blame you, but Raw itself was incredible, and you know it was gonna be a good ride when they kicked off with this. Following that, we had Penta versus Ludwig Kaiser in a hardcore match. Very good match, great way to end this feud, and both these guys gave everything they had. In the end, Penta does win because, of course, Penta's not losing, right? Penta's not. I love Ludwig Kaiser, but Penta's not losing to a guy like Ludwig Kaiser. And Raw had to be kind of confused because I could have sworn they said it was going to be both Intercontinental titles on the line this week, but it was only Finn versus Braun, and I think everyone knew the outcome before it was even going to happen. Braun was not losing the Intercontinental title. At one point, Dom was going to get involved, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. But we didn't do. What a great way to end the story. But I have a feeling Olivia Kaiser is going to be somehow in that Intercontinental title picture match in Mania. These two guys just have such good chemistry together. And Penta's so absolutely over. How AEW allowed him to get away and do it. They dropped the ball like they dropped the ball. Kind of like they did with Ricky Starks. And I don't know if you guys saw that promo, but Ray Phoenix is now headed to WWE. There's a rumor the timeline's going to be either before or after Mania. Excuse me. I think it's going to be after Mania because Penta's in this Intercontinental title picture now. And you can't really do anything with Ray. Free Phoenix said his story. Penta's going to be in the title picture. I think Ray Phoenix may be the guy who trains Chad Gable. We'll talk about that when we get to it. After that, we had something that was just there to be there. That was the championship signing match for the women's show. Oh, sorry, we had Dakota Kai versus Ivy Nile. These two girls are good. Dakota Kai is so very good, and Ivy Nile's getting better with every single match. She's just not quite there yet. It didn't seem like this match got very much going before it just ended. I was like, oh, okay, this match is over already. Dakota Kai wins that. Just, I thought it was just there to be there. It was the only thing on the show that kind of didn't need to be there, in my opinion. They could have used this as a women's intercontinental title match, but I guess they want to keep that for its own secret entity next week as a main event, probably. But like I'm just gonna repeatedly go back to it. I have it on my Facebook. I have it on my short here as a YouTube thing, and it's gonna be here again. But I can't. I know it's recency bias, and it just happened for me 10 minutes ago. Because thank you Netflix. But as the Rock likes to do, I got goosebumps with this Cena thing. I was old enough. I knew what was happening when Hogan was heel. Was 97. I was 15 at the time. I knew exactly what was happening, what was going on, and I knew what it meant to wrestling. But to be honest with you, I think John Cena's had a bigger impact on wrestling. Hogan made it popular and cool to like wrestling. John Cena revived wrestling. I think this heel turn is even more incredible because yes, he's associated with The Rock, but he's not in a group. He's doing it on his own, and nobody saw this one coming. I think people knew the Hogan had to turn because the Hogan thing had just gone completely stale. And yes, for those of you that are wondering, I'm kind of getting myself a Triple H style beard here. That's why I'm playing with it. I've done it several times before. Um, Kind of like my homage to the guy who's letting things cook on Raw and SmackDown right now, and it's been absolutely brilliant. This thing since it's been in Triple H's control. Um, After the Ivy Nile match, so I just got the rails there for a minute, guys. We had the women's title match signing between Io Sky and Bianca Belair, and of course, kind of not surprisingly, Rhea has to get involved. She even legitimately acts like a child and steals the title and signs it. But not before that, she kicks the shit out of both Bianca Belair and Io Sky. And then as Adam Pierce like, give me the title back. They're both like acting like children. They're back. No, it's mine. I signed it. Legal. I'm in it. Kind of made Rhea come across as a child, if that makes sense. The way she's been portrayed there with that. I don't know if I like the way that Rhea's acting or the inclusion of Rhea in this match. If that's gonna make sense to you, don't get me wrong, guys. This match with the three of them is absolutely gonna cook, and maybe one of the best matches of the year, if not the weekend for sure. These three girls are all three, extremely talented. And I know we've seen it a few times, but I want to see what Io and Bianca would have been capable of doing together on their own at the biggest stage of them all. Io is, in my opinion, the second best female wrestler of all time. All right, yes, of all time. Because I think there's one person that's better than her. We'll talk about that when I get my rant a little later on in this video, because this is going to be a long rant. If you guys saw my Twitter as well, it's a little foreshadowing there. Um, so we go backstage. Ripley's throwing a little hissy fit. Bianca and Io come backstage. They both kick the shit out of Rhea. So we're definitely getting Io versus Bianca versus Rhea at Mania. Like I said, sorry guys, just a little itchy. Um, Not at all mad at that at all. Three extremely talented women. But once again, I'm gonna say it. Today's crowd was fire from start to finish, just compared to some American crowds where they don't do anything, they just sit on their ass. Even some Canadian crowds, North American crowds, I'll say. European crowds absolutely obliterate North American crowds in sports in general. Just the chance, the energy, everything. So Belgium, give yourselves a hand. That's my round of applause to you. Absolutely brilliant, and just the way you guys handled Cena. I know I'm going back on Cena three different times now, but like I said, it's probably recency bias. Those goosebumps aren't going anywhere. Oh, I've been waiting. I know it's kind of sad being a grown ass man. I've been waiting a long time for John Cena to turn heel, and the way he turned heel, and just pretty much the way he said it, the way you guys have to watch it. It's 20 minutes of absolute brilliance. Probably the best promo in John Cena's career, and that's saying a lot because John Cena can cut promos. Um, just fire. Right, Tots? You guys can see your face here, right? Hey, Tots, want to say hello? Hiya. There you go. Hey, Toddy. After that, we had American Made versus LWO. We had the Creeds versus Rey Mysterio and Rey Phoenix. Very good match. All four of these guys are incredibly talented. Um, Surprisingly, LWO win this match. Ray Mysterio, not Ray Phoenix, Ray Mysterio and Dragon Lee. I keep getting mixed up. Um, because Ray Phoenix is definitely not going to the LWO. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee win after Rey Mysterio hits the 619 and the West Coast, or sorry, maybe the West Coast Pop hits the splash. I think Ray's knees are just not good enough to do that West Coast Pop anymore, unfortunate. But Ray at his age is better than 99% of the people in wrestling still. The guy's absolutely incredible and a phenom of what he does. After that, Chad Gable dressed up as a luchador, comes out, attacks both of them again. Then German suplexes Ray on top of Dragon Lee. So this feud's ready to go to Mania, and I think it's going to be Ray Phoenix debuting at Mania helping Chad Gable, and then Chad Gable attacking Ray Phoenix. Or Ray Phoenix may even debut the day after Mania, and with his brother. Excuse me, guys. Penta Zero Miedo. Um, just American Alpha, whatever you want to call them, American Made. The Creed brothers and Ivy Nile are three people who are very good. You get even better. Absolutely beasts in the ring, just zero charisma in all three of them, unfortunately. So I guess now that division's kind of down to see what happens with Raquel and Ivy Nile. I mean Raquel and Lyra Valkyria. I have a feeling that Alexa's going to play into that match, and it's going to be kind of a crappy build because we're so close to Mania, and there's nothing to do with the women's titles. I can't see Raquel having a double championship because she's not good enough to even be women's tag team champ, but she's got the belts because of who her partner is. And I don't know if you guys saw Liv's body, but Liv is destroyed. Just look at her stomach, look at her core, look at her back. She's just scratched the fuck up. That's probably one of the reasons why this match did not happen this week. Liv is probably just too banged up to do anything to help her interfere. Because we had a little bit of a Judgment Day backstage segment, and Finn was all excited and happy and ready to go and sharing with the crew. Because he was thankful for everything he got. He was even wishing Raquel good luck in her match next week. He even thanked Dirty Dom for his help getting this match tonight. And then it kind of happened a little bit more foreshadowing that Finn is going to be leaving Judgment Day as Dirty Dom told him he was recruiting people to be another member of the Judgment Day, and one of those people he recruited was Penta El Zero Miedo, and that did not really go sit well with Finn. He's like, so you want the guy who just declared himself to be coming after the Intercontinental Championship that I'm going to be winning to be in our group, and he's walked out. So, and then you got to come as he's leaving a few dirty looks from people, and then Carlito stole the night by just looking at him and going, dude, to Dominic Mysterio, do you not watch this program? Just made me laugh. Carlito may not be able to wrestle anymore, but the dude just comes in with the perfect comic timing. Minus that one comment he made. Unfortunate. I'm not going to repeat it because it doesn't need to be repeated. Um, then we had a weird Seth Rollins segment where for some reason he had to come to the ring and declare he was going to SmackDown to deal with Roman Reigns. I don't know why it couldn't have been a backstage promo or in the ring. I mean, I'm sorry, in the crowd. WWE is gonna be WWE, I guess. And then we had a main event, and it was a very good main event between two very good people. There's a lot of 1-2 oohs teases that Finn was gonna win. He even hit the swooping glide on the outside to counter Braun's crazy ring around the ring spear. He missed the coup de grace twice. He actually went up for a third time and was about to hit it, but Braun was able to deflect that, and Dom and Carlito came running up and accidentally on purpose. Dominic Mysterio shook the ropes, and Finn went crotch first into the ropes, ended up getting speared after Braun and Steiner. I mean, a break, Braun, whatever they're calling Frankensteiner instead of a Frankensteiner because his name's Braun Breaker. Sorry, guys, I don't think for a sec. It's a move his uncle made famous, but Braun does it with no hands. If you've seen him do it, that guy's just absolutely incredible athlete. And I told you 2 years ago this dude's going to be a breakout star, and look now. Sorry, guys. Um, and his cousin is coming soon too. Because apparently Scotty Steiner's son is signed to WWE. Braun is Rick Steiner's son. For those of you who are live under a rock and do not know. Um, so the cracks keep showing on Judgment Day. After the match, both Carlito and Dominic try and attack Braun Breaker. Penta comes out, makes a save, and Carlito gets speared for the second week in a row. Finn is not in the ring anymore at this point. So I guess those shot cracks are really going to be showing. Maybe we're getting Finn versus Dominic Mania. I God to hope not. I really, really hope not. I hope there's a six-way ladder match of some sort. Let it be guys, let it be women's. Hell, you know what? Do one of each. Do one of each. Also, I don't know if you guys heard this or not, or if I told you last week, but those rumors between Shinsuke Nakamura departing the WWE, which came out, and are false. Both sides just said there's absolutely no truth to what the hell people have been saying, and Shinsuke is not going anywhere. I think they should make this gimmick with Shinsuke. I don't know if you guys have seen it or like it or whatnot, but you know what I think, feelings of it. I think it's absolute brilliant. I think Shinsuke is at this point probably his best Shinsuke has been to actually let him cook. Unfortunately, he has not been allowed to cook yet, as he did nothing with the U.S. title after he won it, just kind of disappeared from TV. Unfortunate, tragic news losing his brother. That would break my heart as well. And make me want to go home for a little bit, but the feud with him in LA Knight's been hit and miss, I guess you could say. That's not about Raw, it's my opinion there on that. So I'm kind of thankful that Shinsuke isn't going anywhere right now. But I promised a rant, and I teased that there's going to be a rant. And anyone that can see my social media, see me on Instagram, see me on Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call that. I don't X that much, so stop with the Tessa Blanchard bullshit. Until something's actually proven instead of hearsay, stop. Stop calling her racist. Stop. You have no right to do that. You have no right to chant she's a racist at her. You have no proof outside of hearsay. The person that she claimed it happened with said none of this actually ever really happened, and there waters into the bridge for what did happen. She's been completely forgiven. It's kind of funny as people like Allison Kay and them that are saying this stuff. Allison Kay and Kimberly are two of the people that started all this, and Allison Kay is known to be one of the before apparently, I don't know if it's true anymore, was known back in the day to be one of the worst people in wrestling. And she probably won't deny it. She's probably ashamed of her past. So there's one person who can believe a word they say. The other one is Kimberly, who almost destroyed um, the dude from the Rascal's career by claiming things that actually never happened, including that he beat her and did all this other stuff, and he had to leave WWE because of that, and almost left wrestling for a little bit. I can't remember his name right now, but now he's getting married to Gigi Dolan, and all that stuff is proof to actually be on Kimberly, who is no longer wrestling. If you guys have seen that, so that he without saying Cass's first stone, as they like to say. Cass has not been proven. There's no actual physical recorded proof, no written proof, no video proof, no nothing. Whereas Hogan has been caught many times. I don't know if you guys have seen the most recent incidents, but he no showed it in thing for children, and then there was supposed to be a meet and greet for his beer, and you're supposed to be a 3 hour signing boat. So wait, Hogan was there for an hour and a half, showed up 4 hours late, and then bounced before signing even 15 of the 20 autographs he was supposed to sign. That's the kind of human being that people still worship and think is a good dude. So you give her, say your vitamins, bitch, because if that's the guy you like, I don't know what's wrong with you. But you shouldn't be respecting a human being that treats his fans like that. That is a shitty human being. So that's my personal opinion on that. He's a racist. He's a bigot. He's a sexist at times. He protects his, and I don't blame him for that, but his children get special treatment because they're Hulk Hogan's kids. Like, how many times has he bailed his son out of DUIs? But yet you guys want to stand behind this dude for the people that still respect him and want to cheer him and go to his meet and greets. Now the same people want to sit there and shit on Tessa and swear at her and figure and tell her she's a racist and all this stuff. Don't get me wrong, wrestling fan, you have the right to boo the fuck out of whoever you want to boo the fuck out of. I do it all the time if I don't want it. If I want to at live shows, I'm not going to start calling somebody a racist without actual physical proof. Hogan is a racist. There's physical proof. There's recorded proof. There's video proof. There's actual people saying stuff like this. And also, look what he did to Knobbs. from the Nasty Boys. The man's house is destroyed because of hurricanes. He's gonna lose his foot due to diabetes. They tried to reach out to Hogan to give help for Hogan, and Hogan is nowhere to be found. He's supposed to be one of his best friends. Come on, man. You've made enough money. You can help out your buddies a little bit. See, even my dad agrees. Um, on that note, guys, I've got to. I'm gonna take off. I really, really, really hope you enjoyed Raw. If you haven't checked it out yet, just check out the John Cena promo. And as you can see, Todd is kind of upset by it. I, on the other hand, goosebumps, just absolute goosebumps. I love how The Rock wasn't even mentioned in it. Just John Cena said what he did because he had the way he did it. You got to watch the way he describes it and breaks it down. Pure brilliance, storytelling at its best. Um, like I said, if you got about 15, 20, 25 minutes out of your day to kick off Raw and watch this, yes, unfortunately, it's about 45% of the Raw where I was today, but it was worth every single second. It had me hooked from the minute the music hit to the colors that he was wearing for his clothes. It was not bright stuff. If you guys have seen that, he just not wearing the bright. This was just normal, dull down colors of the city he was in. Even the colors of his hat were the same colors of the flag he was in. Everything completely opposite of what normal Cena would be doing. The back of his shirt even said, "This is the last tour. Enjoy it while I'm here." I may get that shirt. He even hinted the fact that unlike other wrestler, that when he says he's done, he's done. He's not coming back, and that's a promise he could take to the grave. He says. Um, just like I said, the man is brilliant at what he does. It's been 25 years of greatness, and here's to getting 17. And for those of you who don't like it, I got two words for you. All right, bye, guys.